Hello, I'm Dawn. Welcome to the Spiritual View. And I want to remind everyone that we are going to be having a new moon in Cancer intention setting live on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. So, first things first, I do want to address the fact that we've had quite the weekend. And what I will say about this is that this has been predicted. We've been talking about the astrology that has been so strong is in the now, right at the present moment. And the interesting thing about that is that we also still keep going on and moving forward. So even though the astrology has kind of been telling a story all along that these kind of things would probably happen in the greater collective, and more things are to come. I'm not a mundane astrologer, so it's not a field that I usually study, but I do pay attention. I do want to say that the astrology is also talking about this new moon energy that's coming up. Nothing exists in a vacuum. And we have the opportunity to use the astrology for our own benefit by using our free will, especially our personal journeys. So, with that, I'm going to be addressing personally what is going on for us this week so that when it comes to Wednesday, we can set the proper intentions for this new moon, specifically for what our goals are going forward. So, let's take a look at this. What is the current situation? I am using the Psychic Tarot because it happens to be one of those that can take a little spice and can really say what's going on. And you wanted to jump out. What is currently going on? It says triumphant success. You can make a change. The truth is going to come out. No matter what is going on in the world, triumphant success. This is like the Ace of Swords energy, right? That feeling of, you know what? No matter what happens, I've got this. So I feel like that is the current situation. So, and we are dealing with this on a personal level. Really, the astrology for this new moon is actually magical. And you need to take advantage of that. There is just such amazing things that are possible. We have Mercury that's in a sextile to Uranus. You know, the higher mind reaches the galactic mind. We can have downloads. We have the new moon conjunct Jupiter in a sextile to Mars. Okay, let's get this done. Let's get these intentions made. Let's make them come true. We're setting about in a plan. So, why is this happening right now? Why is this happening right now? And we just had one flip. Foundation and achievements. The reason that this is happening right now, this is number 4. This would be like the 4 of wands. So the reason that this is happening right now is that, and you see the rainbow. Okay, we're gonna get comfortable with this one. We had the rainbows show up in the live Thursday night. And for me, the rainbows are always a promise that no matter what happens, no matter what we go through, that was God's promise that we're not going to, be completely wiped off the face of the earth. Stability, foundation, and achievements. Along with this astrology that's currently going on, and I'm talking about this is our personal astrology that we're looking at, I feel that there are going to be big changes in the job market. AI is doing that and will continue to do that for the next easily 5-6 years. And while that's all happening and new inventions are coming out all the time, we're kind of weaving our way through it. So utilize the energy of the mutable signs where the north and south node are. You are going to what you should be going towards. That is what it is allowing us to do. So, I feel like we're in a river, and this is an analogy by other people, not me. We're in a river, And the best way to survive is not to cling to the sides and, hang on to what was. We have to go to the center and go with the flow, because fighting against this kind of current isn't going to do us a bit of good. So we do have the opportunity to make a better foundation for the future that is coming. So I think if things are a little unsteady at first in our own personal lives, it's because we're being asked to do something completely new and completely different. And everything we want is on the other side of fear. So, what is our best guidance going forward? I'm surprised that the cards are actually more on the positive. Now watch what comes out after this. Ha ha ha. The cards. Guidance. What is the best guidance from the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck? It's actually an Oracle deck, but I like it. Ooh, here we are. Ooh, guidance. This is what came out. This is what flipped over. Harmony. Find your tribe. Be at the highest possible vibration you can. That is also including being grounded. And be that source of calm in the storm. We are in a storm. It's not unexpected to me that this is happening. And I know it's a necessary thing to have to move through, because this is the fastest way to get things done, actually. By allowing certain older institutions, what that was Pluto and Capricorn, to break down so that something completely new can take its place. And we are going to find that globally. That's going to happen globally. So this harmony is about, where's your tribe at? It could be on the internet. It could be people that you just love to hang out with that get you. I find that I enjoy going to sound bowl healings, and I really enjoy spending time with people and just sitting around a fire. It's a great way to meditate, is just watch a fire. We've been doing it for thousands upon thousands of years. That's why people like to stare at fires. It's very cleansing. And if you are a fire sign, it's a beautiful way to clear your mind and your energy and get you to a higher level. Actually, for anyone, because it works brilliantly. So, harmony. And this is actually a number 6 card. I honestly think it's past lives even. I think we're reconnecting with people from our early childhood and from past lives that we are going to be working with in the future. And we need to recognize that the answers are going to lie in this harmony. The best advice, right, is keeping that harmony energy. So, what are our blocks and challenges? Pick one. I just had a line from a movie come in, so actually it was like the first, what was it? The first Marvel movie where it was Wolverine. I know that line has been used in many other movies, but that's a particular one that came, things are going wrong. What is your problem? I don't know, pick one, or something to that effect. So here we go. What are our blocks and challenges? And I might clarify this if I'm not sure what's going on, but it just seems to me that even when I've been doing people's personal charts and the astrology, I know what it is out on the mundane. The personal charts are great. People are actually getting to the point where they're understanding themselves a whole lot better. They can see their paths more clearly. And I think that's what's really true out there: sacrifice. And we come back to the rainbow. This is sacrifice. And actually, I might actually take a look at that card at the end, what the meaning is. But I do think there's sacrifice involved with what's happening. Are we going to be hit with the financial markets? Most certainly we are. Are we going to be hit with rising prices? Again, yes. There is just this change that's going to be happening, and change isn't comfortable. Otherwise, we wouldn't do it, right? Um, and we do have this analogy of, you know, a sacrifice being made. Pluto is very renowned for that. And I think when I look at what this small grand trine is, we have Pluto, we have Uranus on the other side, soon to be moving into Gemini, making this is going to be a very, very tight small grand trine. And then you have Saturn and Neptune. And they are going to be supporting the collective. So here are planets that represent the collective. We're talking Neptune and Pluto and Uranus in very harmonic, cooperative energy, but they're still about change. Uranus and Pluto, most definitely. And they're in a trine. And they are going to be in a trine, in and out of a trine, perfecting probably about 5 different times at least. And it's going to work. It's going to work for us. So sacrifice is being called for and will be called for. And there's going to be changes. I would just say don't try and hold on to things. Again, you cannot prevent this from happening. Again, use the analogy of being in the river. And what is the final advice? Let me shuffle these a little bit more. I do want a good shuffle. What is the final advice from Spirit for this? And I also want a little nod from Archangel Uriel, because Uranus and Uriel have been kind of working together in my life. And I'm a Sandalphon person usually, because Sandalphon is very related to music and communication and joy and dancing and all those lovely things that I love. Brother to Metatron. But Uriel has been speaking very loudly, and Uranus will be speaking very loudly. So here we go. Oh yeah, they're ready. Okay, so what is our final advice here? Final advice from Spirit regarding this week. Ah, ha, 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 Fulfillment of wishes. 9 of Cups energy, wish granted. I told you this new moon is amazing for, magical things happening. Set your intentions, right? And here's the thing. The new moon in Gemini was asking us to think differently. The new moon in Cancer is saying, think of more. Jupiter is conjunct this new moon. It's 1 degree away. It's at 3 degrees. The Jupiter Cazimi with the sun was the day before. So that'll be on Tuesday. We get that sun and Jupiter conjunction. And then the very next day, it's the new moon. And the moon will have just passed over Jupiter for the new moon to happen. What do you want? You're not asking for enough. You're not letting the universe bring you abundance, more abundance than you can even imagine. Fulfillment of wishes. And how is that helping you with that? The Mars in Virgo energy. When you set an intention, Hecate, who's in a trine to all this energy, the goddess of the new moon, represented by keys and lanterns and dogs, and able to travel all of the realms. She was in a trine to everything that this new moon is doing. She's at 0 degrees of Scorpio. and she's got a lot of power, and she is ready to help. Right near her at 5 degrees is Vesta, who's also trining this new moon energy, which is at 4 degrees. Vesta is about what is it in your personal life that matters? What is your inner flame? What is your inner fire? What really matters to you? You can have that. You can have that during all this turmoil. You can be moving towards that goal. And to me, that's what the cards are saying. Again, I've had multiple readings with people, and honestly, the people that usually go to astrologers and tarot card readers are pretty open and in tune with what's going on in the world, and they have been finding their path in a very amazing way. So I think that is a sign for all of us. But I do actually I do want to actually look at this number 12 card, because that leads to a 3, and 3 is what Jupiter is sitting at. And that is about sacrifice. It's a number 12 card. Dun, 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 dun. So annoying. Oh, that says fulfillment of wishes. Emotional satisfaction, contentment, and enjoyment. Your wishes are coming true. Are you ready? Your wishes are coming true. Okay, so those are the back. Ooh. They're so sneaky. Okay. Sacrifice. And this is our card. And the rainbow goddess Iris was very involved. I think this is Iris. Now that I think of it, she was very involved in the Venus retrograde. Very involved. I should check in where she's located at with things coming up. So, powerful achievements are usually born as a result of great sacrifice. This card represents self-sacrifice and a time when you should look around your life to see what needs to be released. By surrendering and letting go, there will be more room to receive. The rewards for this are transformation, wisdom, gratitude, and enlightenment. So, a pretty good message for a Monday that's following a very crazy weekend. I love this for you. I hope to see you on Wednesday for our new moon ceremony. I did do some astrology readings, and includes, I did mention some of the houses. So wherever you have Cancer in your chart, take a look and see what the houses might have to say about what you should be intending for your future. These are unprecedented times. I will see you very soon. Bye.